the janitor who secretly owns the city. Ronald Read had exactly $5 in his pocket the day he retired. To the neighbors in his small Vermont town, he was just the quiet man in the faded flannel jacket who spent 25 years pumping gas and another 17 years sweeping floors at J.C. Penney. He drove a battered secondhand Toyota, used safety pins to hold his coat together, and chopped his own firewood well into his 80s. When Ronald passed away at the age of 92, his neighbors expected a quiet funeral and a modest estate. Instead, they triggered a local earthquake that made headlines across the globe. The humble janitor who lived below the poverty line didn't just have a few savings. He had $8 million. But how does a man who earns minimum wage for half a century bypass the Ivy League bankers and the Wall Street geniuses? How does a man with a broom build a fortune that rivaled the CEOs he cleaned up after? The answer isn't a lottery ticket or a secret inheritance. It's a forbidden realization that most people spend their entire lives ignoring. Growing up during the Great Depression, Ronald learned a level of shame that modern society has forgotten. He knew what it felt like to be invisible. He watched people look through him as he scrubbed their floors, treating him like a part of the architecture. But while the world looked down on him, Ronald was looking at the world with a predatory focus. He realized a fundamental truth. The rich don't work for money. They build systems that hunt it while they sleep. While his peers were buying new cars on credit to look successful, Ronald was walking to the library. He wasn't reading the news. He was reading Barron's and the Wall Street Journal. He realized that if he bought a piece of a company, he wasn't just a janitor anymore. He was a part owner of the engine of capitalism. Every spare cent he earned, every dime saved by patching his own clothes and growing his own vegetables,